Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar. My name is Michaela McNamara, and I am the editor with Casino Affiliate Programs. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedules to join us for our live webinar program today. Today's webinar will be covering the topic of binary options. We know that this is a hot, upcoming niche that many affiliates want to explore in 2012, so we'll be providing you with some great insight and tips about the binary options industry. For the next hour, we'll be discussing the best markets and audience to focus on for binary options, why it's a growing niche, how affiliates can use binary options platforms, marketing methods that work, conversion rates affiliates can expect, the best performing creatives, and effective retention strategies. If you have any questions about any of the content presented today, as always, we will be providing an extended Q&A session for the last 20 minutes of the webinar. You're welcome to submit your questions throughout the presentation using the question panel in the GoToWebinar panel. Before we get started, I would like to thank today's webinar sponsors, 24Option and Options Click. 24Option is one of the world's largest binary options platforms and allows you to track your impressions, clicks, and conversions. Each time a new trader coming from your sites activates an account, you get paid. It's easy, fast, and profitable. 24Option has an international marketing team that will work with you to craft an exclusive marketing campaign using unique material available in 9 languages. A variety of customizable marketing tools is available at your fingertips and can be modified according to your needs. For more information, visit the link on your screen. I'd also like to welcome our other sponsor, Options Click. Options Click is one of the fastest growing and most secure professional binary options trading and investing platforms available today, and was recently selected as the first binary partner of Income Access. They have no commissions or fees, and their award-winning platform offers more than 100 assets, including the most popular stocks, indexes, currencies, and commodities. All data is real-time live market data with no delays. Unlike traditional investing, Options Click traders have no need to own, buy, or sell assets to realize a return. Profits are instantly deposited into your account at the close of all successful trade. The Options Click team brings vast experiences in managing operations such as this with great professional customer support and user-friendly trading platforms. For more information, visit the link on your screen. Now I'd like to welcome today's guest speakers, Kate Lehman and Odelia Lajani. Odelia Lajani is the owner of Lajani.com, which offers consulting services for binary options operations and marketing. Odelia has held technological and marketing positions within the gaming industry as well. She is one of the founders of the binary options industry, founding TradeLogic, where she was also director of business development, and OptionBit.com, where she was also COO. Today, Odelia offers management consulting for iGaming and binary options brands such as Gaming VC, LeaderOption.com, and OptionsClick.com. Our other speaker, Kate Lehman, runs the Binary Option Strategy Network, and she comes from a journalistic and financial background in the UK. With experience in online gaming and Forex, she was one of the earliest affiliates in the binary option market. BinaryOptionStrategy.com is the leading portal for traders supplying daily analysis, education, and broker comparisons. Ladies, thank you so much for being our guest speakers for today's webinar. Welcome.
Thank you.
Great. Well, I'm going to pass everything off to you, Odelia. Let's get started.
Okay, great. Welcome, everyone. First, I would like to introduce the agenda of today's topics. Binary options, I would like to introduce it a little bit, then to talk about the trends, the market business overview, and the trend of binary options. Before we start to talk about binary options, in my point of view, the most important thing in binary options is to understand the product, because not all of our traders, and not like casino, not everyone understands what is binary options. So first of all, we need to ask ourselves, what is an option? An option is the contract that gives the buyer the right, but not the obligation to buy or to sell an underlying asset at a specific price. That means I can buy an option in a week from now to have the option to buy $1 million in a specific price. What is an underlying asset? In binary options and in option, you can trade on 4 different groups: the currencies, the stocks, the commodities, and the indices. In currencies, we can take, for example, the USD/JPY rate. In stocks, we can look at Google share. In commodities, we can look at gold and oil. And in indices, we can look at Dow Jones. So what is a binary option? A binary option is actually a simple option with a fixed expiration time and a fixed return. If we will look at the digital option, the trader needs to predict if the asset price will be above or below the current price. For example, if Google share right now is on $700, the trader needs to predict if it's going to be above this price or below this price at the expiration time. A range option, the trader needs to predict if the price of the asset will expire in the range or out of the range. In a touch option, the trader needs to predict if the price of the asset will touch or not touch the target price until the expiration time. For example, a touch option, if Google is on 700 right now, the trader needs to predict, is it going to touch 701 and in the next hour? If it touches the price, the trader won the option. So what is the strike price? The strike price is the price that drives the transaction. For example, on a high option, if the underlying asset price is above the strike price, the option is in the money. And if so at expiration, it will expire with a profit. If we'll take Google again as an example, the price of Google right now is 700. So if the traders buy a high option and the price will be above at expiration, it means it's exercised in the money and the trader won the option. Okay, so we can take it to a low option. If the trader buy a low option and the price is below the strike price, the option is in the money. And so at expiry, it will expire with profits. Expiration, this is the last date and time the option can be traded or expired, after which it's expired. It means in binary options, the trader has a limit time. When the option expired, that's it. There are 2 other major terms. It's in the money and out of the money, but I would like to show you those terms on the graph. Let's look at this slide. Over here, we are trading on oil. This is the market price right now, 101,545. The trader needs to predict if the price of the oil in 12:15 will be above or below this price. Let's say, for example, the trader decided he's trading high and he's buying an option on 100. This is the price when we bought the option. This is the strike price. The red line is the expiration time. So, after I bought the option, if the price will be above the line, I will be in the money because I bought a high option. If the price will be below this line, which is the strike price, I will be out of the money. At expiration time is the most important point, because if at expiration I will be above the price and I bought a high option, I won the trade. if it will be below the price and I bought a high option, I lost the trade. So how does it work? First of all, good service. In binary options, the trader needs to understand that there is someone behind the lines, that they can call the call center, that someone will help them understand, that someone will help them make some profit. The second point is professional information. The third is reliable platform. The platform needs to have quotes and specific prices according to the market price. The fourth point is trading tools. For example, in Options Click, you have 3 trading tools. The people can trade on high or low. They can trade on touch. They can trade on range. In addition, they have the option to close earlier their option. Means that they have variety of trading tools all the time. It's very interesting to be there. The fifth point is retention campaigns. It's very important to have retention campaigns and sales. In binary options, the call center is the key. And if you have strong sales, if you have good scripts, if you have retention campaigns, the sky is the limit. So why does it work? First of all, it's not gambling. So you as an affiliate, you can publish binary options everywhere. You can publish it in Google. You don't have any limitation on notifying. It's very simple. You have very simple trading arena, not like in Forex where it's very complicated and people don't understand what to do. In binary options, it's only 3 steps and you can profit. That's what you tell your clients. The third point is very addictive. I saw traders that trading for 24 hours in a row, to just sitting in front of the computers and trading. You have to remember that people are listening to the news all day and they hear what's going on in the stock markets, in the currencies. In binary options, they can trade 24/7 from their couch. It's very simple to convert people in binary options, but it's still not Forex. It's very easy and still people can trade. It's very similar to the reality. In binary options, you have a strong self-conversion, a high P&L, and it's a great combination between the Forex and the casino. People that don't feel secure in casino and they are too scared to go to Forex, binary options is the best solution for them. So let's review a little bit about the history. Binary options was always existing as a digital option in the trading world, but in 2007, eTrader decided to provide it to the Israeli audience and see how it will work, and it was a huge success. Then they opened AnyAuction.com, which is a brand for the rest of the world and not for Israel. From that point, today we can see 4 platform providers. When I'm saying platform providers, I'm talking about companies like Microgaming that provide a platform for binary options brands. Today we can look, we have more than 100 brands running and providing binary options brands to the audience. The searches in Google are growing dramatically all the time. I even know that Google are noticing this trend of binary options because not all trends are growing as binary options. So what is it for you for affiliates? Of course, everything depends on platform, the brand, and the market. When I'm talking about the platform, it's very important to have a platform that provides trading tools, that provides an information, that the prices of the expiration are accurate. The second is the brand. It's very important to work with reliable brands. And the third is the market. When I'm talking about the 2000, for example, trader value, you can find it in the French market. In the US market, it will be lower. So it really depends which brand are you selecting and what is the market you are working in. The affiliate programs provided by the brands today are CPA. You can receive up to $400. Revenue share, which you can receive up to 40%, and hybrid, which depends on your traffic. I do recommend to have a test with few brands and decide which is the best brand that's converted for you. It's very important to select the brand, and we will go over it. I will explain how to select the brand for you. I provide here two slides that talk about the trend of binary options. You can see that the English trend is not that high yet, but it's still growing dramatically. And the French brand is going, it's getting crazy. Starting 2011, it's just going up and up and up. But even here in the English market, you can see it's starting 2010, just going up dramatically. And this is the most important thing with the binary option. It's there. People are profiting. The platform are profiting. Affiliates are making money in binary options already, but there's still room for new affiliates to come because it's a new trend. So, who are the traders of binary options? First of all, you have already binary options traders that moves around between the platforms. Usually I see traders that trade in 2 or 3 different platforms at the same time. And it's very simple for many people to the casino in the earliest days, and then to the Forex in the earliest days, and now the binary options. The steps that happen with the binary options industry are exactly like it happens in the casino, and then in Forex, and now the binary options. There is a crossover of players from casino, but again, it's very important to select the right brand. Okay, if the brand has a strong call center and a strong retention department, the crossover will work. Traders, you can cross over traders from Forex or trading blogs, people that are interested in trading and never traded before, and bring them to trading binary options. The leading market right now on the English speakers, we can bring traffic from the US and the French speakers. Okay, I would like to review some marketing tips. First, when you provide information to your traders, when you want to bring traders to binary options, emphasize the profit that they can earn over here. They can earn up to 85%. Some of the platforms provide up to 91%. And on the weekends, they can earn up to 250% on such options. In binary options, everyone can trade and everyone can earn. Not like in Forex, where it's very difficult and very complicated, and you have to deposit lots of money. In binary options in the beginning, you don't have to deposit lots of money, but still the chance of earning lots of money are there. It's very important to teach about the product and how to trade, because Unlike casinos, when everyone knows how to play the roulette, not everyone are trading binary options. Therefore, we need to help them explain how easy it is. And then you will see the crossover. That's why we are holding call center to explain how easy it is. And then people starting to deposit $5,000 and $10,000 in their account. Use the professional terms. In the beginning of my slide, I showed some professional terms: in the money, out of the money, expiration time. It's very important for the traders to feel that they are trading in a trading arena. Okay, some marketing teams use the support and the sales team added value. It's very important. Use the market volatility. If the market is going down, use it in your campaigns. Get to know your retention tools. You have good brands will provide you newsletter and competition and bonus plan. And the most important thing, don't forget your casino knowledge. It's very important. Let's review some keywords. Of course, options trading, best brokers, trading options, how to trade options, binary options trading, binary options, stock options. All these words can provide you information and traders to come and trade in binary options. So how do you select your brand? This is very important, okay? Because this is your key to the success as an affiliate. I believe that you need to select a brand that has a company behind him. A company that works, for example, 10 years in the casino, and if they open a binary options trend, I can tell you, you can trust them because they know how to work with affiliates. You need to check that they have reliable payment system, that they will pay you on time, that they can offer you the CPA, that they can offer you the rev share, that they have a stable affiliate program, that they provide reliable affiliate programs, that they provide you statistics and reports. It's very important in binary options because you need to check that the call center is doing his job and calling your traders. When you select your brand, choose the brand that has a knowledge in the financial market, that can provide you financial market news, that the brand has a call center and retention and a bonus plan, and they know what they're doing behind, okay? Because this is not like, okay, I will send my traders and it will be okay. The brand needs to work. That's why you need to select your brand. They need to provide you marketing materials such as banners and newsletters and special campaigns for your traders. Some of the brands even will provide you an e-learning. Share your information and how to convert your casino players. They need to help you convert your casino players. So that's why if you are an affiliate casino, take brands that come from the casino because they know how to convert the players already. This is me. Thank you very much. Kate, are you there?
Thanks, Odelia. Now we're going to hear from Kate Lehman, an affiliate's perspective about binary options. Kate, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. I'm Kate Lehman, and I run a network of websites called Binary Options Strategy. We basically offer news, trading tools, education, and so on for binary option traders. Our flagship website, if you'd like to take a look at it, is binaryoptionstrategy.com. Now, we've been around since the dinosaurs. By dinosaurs, I mean the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, who in mid-2008 finally approved the listing of binary options to be traded in all the major markets. Now, in the beginning, when we set up our sites, it was like being part of a very small exclusive club. There was us on the portal side, and then there were a handful of platforms or brokers. It was all sunshine, and we were all very good friends. We were all really under the impression that just like with the gaming explosion and then the Forex explosion after that one, sooner or later, binary options too would go in the same way. The explosion did happen, but just not in the same way as we'd expected. After that time, every month, another 5 to 10 brokers popped up. There must be hundreds of them by now, and we are contacted regularly by all of them. They're all desperate for leads and traffic sources. We are still, though, waiting for the traffic explosion that we have been expecting, and we are really hopeful it will happen within the next year. Let's talk about traffic sources now. We bring all of our traffic organically through Google and SEO. So what do we do for SEO then? Well, our prime area that we focus on is fresh, updated content every day, which includes daily technical analysis and at least one featured article and then an education article. We also have several weekly reviews of the trading markets. We can see from our analytics that these are very popular with our readers. Obviously, we add our SEO keywords and our meta descriptions to all of these articles. Then we link our articles internally to point to the various pages that we want to focus on, obviously using anchor text for our keywords. We use fresh titles each day, and we only ever use expert writers. We don't ever use outsourced SEO writers. We do put a lot of effort into our content, and with all these changes happening at Google, I think it's very important to focus on good content. Once we've got these articles, we then submit them outside to various forums and news sources that like to host our daily content. In return, we get links from these news sources. From the forums, not so much, but it's pretty good for branding and exposure. And we constantly are adding links to article submission sites, which obviously also give us the link benefits. We like to do social media. We have a fantastic Facebook profile and page. Facebook's very easy to manage, actually, in the Forex and in the binary options field. It's very easy to get lots and lots of fans. We also do Dig, Twitter, Delicious, and so on. We also have different sites in our network in different languages, and they all point to each other, which of course gives us that added value there for the SEO. Now, it's not hard to break ground in Google through SEO at the moment for binary options, although it is getting harder each month, especially now that Google Panda is punishing sites which have advertising over them. You know, we, for one, have been bouncing up and down for our keywords like a yo-yo. The traffic you can get from SEO and Google is slightly limited. Although we are on top of our keywords, you can't expect 100 conversions a month through Google alone. So if Google's not bringing masses of traffic, then we need to start looking at other options. So we send out mailers to our subscribers. We have a subscription or data capture box on our homepage where people leave their details. In return, we send them free training, ebooks, and education articles. And once every few weeks, we'll target the newest 150 subscribers to send them a mailer from our advertisers. So let's look at the funnel here. Now, from 150 subscribers we target, around 80 of them will open the mailers if it has a good subject line. From there, around 50% will click on one of the links in the mailer. So that's around 40 clicks. From those that do click, around 25% of those will register. So that's now about 10 leads with that broker. And from that, we get around a half to 3/4 of those making a deposit. So that leaves around 5 deposits a mailer. As we only target the newest 150 subscribers on the list, that means traders are never targeted more than once, which keeps our subscribers happy and our clients know that our lists are very fresh and clean. Now, by the way, in terms of traffic, As Adelia was saying, there is a fairly big crossover between Forex and gaming. It's important to note it's probably around 10% crossover. And it's these people that our brokers are targeting through their mailers and their PPC campaigns. We don't buy traffic ourselves and we don't do PPC, but if we did, that is part of the area that we would target. When it comes to Google, the conversions are extremely high. From every 3 to 4 leads we bring from Google, this brings 1 conversion. So if you bring the quality traffic, it will convert. Let's take a look at who to target now. Well, we already had a look at the crossover between Forex and gaming. Let's take a little deeper into the structure of the binary options market. Now, as mentioned by Adelia, binary options is an OTC market, an over-the-counter market. So there's always a market open for trading across Asia, UK, and the New York stock exchanges. So our traffic and our conversions are spread throughout the day and night. And obviously, because you can trade binary options on the weekend too, we get conversions during the weekend. Perhaps not as much though. Binary options trading is extremely simple to grasp. It's much simpler than Forex. It means that binary options appeals to newcomers and also gamblers, but it also appeals to traders who can use their existing trading strategies, their risk management, and so on. And now more brokers are offering option builder platforms where the trader can include limit orders and specify the amount of the capital they wish to risk. So it also now appeals to professional traders too. Our readers personally range from newbies to professionals, and we offer content for traders across the board. The other reason to target gamblers is that binary options has a very, very quick expiry time, as discussed earlier. Some brokers even offer a minute expiry, so the trade will end within a minute. Now, of course, this really appeals to the gamblers, probably more so than the professional traders. Retention. Education is very important in this market. That's how we retain our readers. We turn a gamble into an educated task where gamblers and traders can improve their techniques. And then they can become more and more professional. The more educated the trader is, the longer his funds will last for him, and the more likely he is to redeposit again. Which is why education is a win-win for you and for the traders. By the way, the second most popular section of our site is the education guides and the strategy guides that we offer. Let's talk about promotions now. As you'll probably know, different brokers have different promotions. One of the popular sections of our website for the traders is the promotion and bonus section. Every trader likes to get a welcome bonus or a promotion. Now, we work very closely with our brokers to create tailor-made promotions that are only relevant to our site, that traders can't get anywhere else. This gives us added value. It means it's worth working very closely with the brokers. We, for one, have very good relationships with the brokers that we work with, and we're constantly feeding backwards and forwards. A promotion like risk-free trading is always a very big draw for new traders. You can see here from the banner on this site, this is an options click banner that we hosted on our website recently during the holiday season. They were offering $100 cashback so that you weren't risking your first $100, which worked, which generally works very well. The other good promotion is to offer things like iPads for a certain minimum deposit. Now, let's say you create a promotion offering an iPad for somebody that deposits $5,000. This actually manages to bring the deposit size up. Okay, briefly, I just want to cover regulation. So, how does this affect us as affiliates? Well, as binary options trading is online, there is no one blanket regulator, meaning it's a bit of a free-for-all at the moment, unlike gaming and unlike Forex. There are several regulated binary options companies, but it's not really something to focus on at the moment. In my experience, due to really hefty and time-consuming registration processes, a lot of leads can drop out if you send them to the companies that are regulated. Traders of binary options are impatient. They expect a quick turnaround from the time they register to the time of first trading. regulation, it can sometimes get in the way of this. Demo accounts, good idea, bad idea? So, traders like practicing on demo trading accounts, especially in Forex. Most Forex brokers offer demo trading accounts. However, in my experience from both Forex and binary options, it's much harder to convert someone from a demo trading account to a real account than it is to get a small deposit to begin with. So, with binary options, it's worth staying away from demo accounts, but instead offering a great welcome bonus, like your first five trades on us, or something of this nature, which is almost like offering a demo trading account. So, which brokers to work with? What should we look out for when we're signing with brokers? The majority of brokers have no previous experience in Forex or gaming. Red flag. They have simply taken a white label and they don't know how to create good banners. Their salespeople can be lacking in experience and retention is often non-existent. We give our clients lots of consulting on creatives. Basically, it's a win-win situation. We know what works, so why not share it with them? The following images that we're going to take a look at show some of our clients that are really, really experienced in the creative marketing field. This is a 24 option. In fact, one of the sponsors of this webinar, one of their banners, they're very, very good with their creatives. They use a lot of images which capture the eye. They use flash images, things that move fast. They don't use too much text, but often very, very clickable banners as a result of the images that they use. And obviously their call to action is very, very noticeable. Next, if it changes, there we are. Okay, this is Options Click. Again, another company we work with. We've got a very close relationship with, and they've sponsored the webinar too. They are very, very good at marketing. They have a long experience as well as in the financial markets, but also in marketing, which really, really helps us. It makes life easier. You can see from this banner that they know what they're doing. Very simply, they've got 3 directions for the beginner trader, explaining how to trade by using the use of images. They've kept the number of words to a minimum. They've got sort of like a gold seal, an award-winning medal there, which obviously builds the trust, the integrity towards the readers. And they use the color orange for the button. Now, it might seem a bit strange, but we know that the color orange on buttons is the most highly converting color there is. And apparently Options Click know that too. This is Forex Place. Now, Forex Place have been in the Forex market for many years. They are now covering binary options too. They've taken their Forex knowledge from from Forex, and they've transported it across to the binary options. Their banners are great. They build trust. They use all the major selling points on them. They've got the trust issue here, the World Finance Magazine Trading Platform Award. Of course, they've used the orange, and they've used, a massive bonus, which is obviously a massive draw. How about LPs then? Okay, back to 24 option. Now, in my experience, LPs need to have a data capture, like this one here, above the fold. So this means in the top half of the screen, as this converts much better than if somebody has to scroll down. Some of the clients we work with, by the way, don't even put a data capture on their landing page. This brings down conversions as the trader needs to make an extra click to leave their details. A lot of them drop out at this point. We ask our brokers then to change their banners often to keep things fresh. We don't mind using non-landing page. We do prefer to use landing pages, but for those of our clients that are experienced, they do point us to their websites, which have already been optimized for high conversion, and that's okay too. And we're constantly evolving new ways to target our readers through videos, mailers, technical analysis, and of course, webinars. So then, sales and conversion. For us, from every 6 to 8 clicks, we bring a lead. From every 3 to 4 leads, this becomes a conversion. Our traffic is really, really highly converting. It's very quality traffic, and you'll find the same thing if you bring your traffic purely through Google. Now, it depends really on the sales staff and the broker you're working with, how many conversions you're going to make. If you're bringing high quality traffic and you're not getting more than 1 conversion from every 6 to 8 leads, there's a problem in the sales department of the broker you're working with. Before you work with a broker, find out how long they've been around, find out their background before you start wasting clicks and precious impressions on them. In the case of Options Click, who we talked about before, while they are new, they are so professional, and obviously they have that experience in marketing, financial markets, and software development. So generally, if a broker has worked in Forex and gaming, they know the market, and they tend to know the marketing strategies that work, which are very, very similar than for the binary options market. So our business model, how do we work? Now, as a result of the lack of professionalism and know-how of many of the brokers that have popped up, we have changed our model. We're very picky about which advertisers we work with. And by the way, we don't offer more than 2 advertisers per advertising space. So there are so many brokers to choose from, we have to be very, very careful. We are contacted, as I mentioned before, by between 3 and 10 new brokers each week. We don't offer CPA deals to new brokers that we've never heard from before, only fixed rates or CPM. We try, if possible, to meet with our advertisers, and we definitely do conference calls before we work with them. The trick is to match your visitors up with the right brands. It's something we've fine-tuned over the course of the last 2 or 3 years. Because of what we offer the traders in terms of tools and analysis, our visitors are much more serious traders. Their lifetime value is higher. They're looking for a certain kind of broker that can give them more developed tools, charts, and analysis. There's also a place, by the way, for the high-mass gamblers who deposit less, but there's a lot of them around. Like Forex, the longer the broker works with you, the higher the deposits he will bring. When a new advertiser works with us, it can take them a month or 2 to build the trust with our readers and to start converting. Trust is very low in this industry between the traders and the brokers, but trust is developed through time and exposure alone. This is something we explain to all of the brokers we work with in advance. And I'm just coming up to the end here, the last couple of minutes. I just want to take a look at our markets then. So our biggest markets are the US, Canada, Europe, including France, Italy, and also Japan. We find conversions from the US are mass volume, yet low deposit, as people just don't have the money there to spend in these sad times. But we do see a lot of US conversions. The average first-time deposit from the US is $100 to $250. Then there's France, Italy, and Japan, where FTDs, the first-time deposits, are huge and retention is huge. A typical first-time deposit from France can easily be $1,000, anywhere up to $5,000. One of the platforms that we work with once brought in $40,000 in one deposit, and then $25,000 a few months before. In these cases, rev share is obviously the way to go, although we do tend to avoid this payment structure as we don't really like to rely on the know-how of the broker, but that's just personal preference. Our average lifetime player value depends on the market. In the US, it's around $1,000 to $2,500. In Europe and Japan, it's much higher, around the $5,000 mark. So how do we work with the brokers? Well, very closely. We have ongoing transparency and conversations with the brokers. What works for them works for us. So transparency is in everyone's interest. We also tend to stick with the same brokers that we know and trust by now. Anyway, that's me done. I wish you all very good luck. You can feel free to email me if you have any questions at all. I'm on info@financialmediagroup.net, and check out our websites at binaryoptionstrategy.com. Thanks.
Great. Thank you so much, Kate and Adelia, for that great presentation. I have had a number of questions come in during your presentation, and I'd like to ask both of you some of them. The first one is a bit of a silly trivia question that came in during the history of binary options slide. Someone had asked, wasn't EasyTrader the first binary options brand? This registrant asked, or said that he had worked with them way back in 2008. Do either of you remember EasyTrader?
I remember it, Kate speaking. I remember EasyTrader. They were actually one of the first ones. They've recently been taken over by new management. And this has done really good things for them, actually. But yeah, they've been around since the beginning. They went quiet for a while, but I think you'll start hearing a lot more from them from now on, since they were taken over by Wing Gaming Media.
Great.
As far as I know, EasyTrader were the first one in Israel, and then from that point, everyone.
EasyTrader.
EasyTrader. EasyTrader was like Israeli brand, and then everyone looked at them and said, "Oh my God, this is making money." And then you had like more platform popping up and providing brands. EasyTrader was the first one that provided brand as a platform, as white labels.
Great. Thank you both for answering that. The next question is for Odelia. What is the loyalty like from binary options customers? Do they tend to sign up to a site and stay there, or do they try out lots of different sites and bonuses?
It really depends on the call center. If you have a strong call center that keeps close relations with the trader, they will stay in the platform. But if the trader feels like the only thing that their brand wants is to make them lose their money, they will try to look for other brands. So it depends on the brand.
Okay, great. Thank you for answering that. This next question, I'd like both of your perspectives on this one if possible. The sites that send traffic to brokers, how do they get most of their traffic initially, since it seems like it's such a niche and competitive market?
Well, as I mentioned in my presentation, we do SEO, and that's what we've done, and it's a case of being around for a while and plugging away at Google, basically.
Great. Odelia, would you mind answering that question?
SEO, PPC, media buying, depends every broker and their way to get traffic.
Okay. Thank you both. Another question that came in for our audience. Isn't there too big of an advantage to wait until the very last second to bet because more information is then known?
Sorry, what did you ask?
Is there too much of an advantage to wait until the very last second to bet or to make that decision because more information is known at the very last moment or two?
It's exactly the opposite. If the trader, well, first of all, the brands will not let the trader trade in the last between 5 to 10 minutes before the expiration. It means like the trader can bet up to, let's say 5 minutes before the expiration. Okay? The chances of trading successfully as it close to the closing time, the expiration time, the chances of winning are getting lower.
Okay.
And by the way, many brokers now offer within, let's say, before 5 minutes from the end, you actually you can get out of the bet. You can pay a premium and get out of the trade if you see that things aren't going in your way. So that's pretty good too.
Great. I'm having a lot of great questions come in. The next one is for both of you again. This one participant said that most of their traffic is from the online casino gambling audience. Did they hear correctly that there's only a 10% crossover between casino and binary options?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that, the gamblers tend to want the high bling, flash gaming, the entertainment. Now, binary options trading is not entertaining in the same way. Binary options trading is trading, and it's much drier than gambling. Although the crossover comes in where you have, very quick expiry times, and you have the option to make quick profits and big profits. So that's where the gaming clientele come in. Also, people that want to, get involved or start getting involved in trading. This is sort of like the stepping stone for them to get involved in the world of trading.
Great. Another great question. Should the binary options industry start expecting to see big gaming companies enter the space, like party gaming and bookies, et cetera, et cetera?
Definitely. You can already see a big casino companies are going into the binary options. For example, you have Spiral Solution with Options Click. You have and several other companies that know exactly. First of all, they have casino players that they know that they can cross over to the binary options. And second, you have markets that are closing, for example, the French market. So casino that had French casino players, they had no choice. Then they went to the binary option and they managed to do the crossover of the players.
Great. Kate, do you care to answer that, or I can move on if you'd like?
Yeah, no, you can move on.
Okay, great. To both of you again, in terms of CPA or rev share, I'm sure these differ from one brand to another. For instance, CPA works best for one, rev share for another. How can affiliates determine which model would be best for them before signing up with a brand?
It's trial and error, really. There was one specific brand we've been working with for a very long time, and we're working on a CPA, and things were going great. And then they said, "Listen, your player values are very high. It's worth you changing over to RevShare." And they started explaining how they're targeting professional traders now and VIP accounts and big accounts. And it just didn't work. It just didn't happen. So we went back, and it's just a case of trial, experimentation, basically.
Great. Thank you. I have so many great questions coming in here. What are website visitors looking for in binary options reviews when reading them on your website? Are they looking at payouts, costs, bonuses, minimum deposits, etc.?
First of all, they look for all of those things, but I think, as it's well known, they also look for, objective reviews. They don't want to work with scam traders, scam brokers, and we don't particularly either. We want to keep this industry clean. So, we're very honest about the companies that we work with. And I get a lot of feedback by email from traders, their experiences with certain brokers. But by the way, it's also worth noting that a lot of the review sites, it's often brokers that go in there themselves and sort of talk about other brokers. So, you take it with a bit of a pinch of salt. But, in reviews, traders want to see what the minimum deposit is, the welcome bonus, what sort of features are offered by that broker, and withdrawals, how quickly withdrawals are, and basically, they want a feeling of trust with the broker in the review. So.
Great. We had another question come in regarding the advantage with trading and timing. Why should anyone trade right before the closing time?
It depends on the trader and what he believes. People have the tendency to believe that as they go close to the expiration time, they will know where the market will go. But it's not working like that, because the market, we are talking about peaks. We are talking about small changes that can change from winning to losing. So that's why people are waiting until the last moment. This is why the brands invented the close option, when people can buy an option like it will expire in the next hour, but up to 5 minutes before they can close the option. So the platform still profits from the premium, but the trader feels that he didn't lose all his money.
Gotcha. That makes sense. To both of you, how do the affiliate programs actually earn? Do they earn money when the user loses?
The affiliate program, if you're working on a CPA,
how do affiliate program?
Yeah, so how
the affiliate programs.
Go ahead.
Well, you work on a CPA, so basically, as a website or as a lead provider, every time somebody makes a deposit, then you, having provided the lead, you get a certain CPA, so anywhere up to $400. So you don't want your trader to lose by any means. You sort of you want them to succeed because you're not making money from their losses.
Gotcha. Okay. Where do both of you see the binary options industry in the next 5 years, and how do we get from here to there?
Well, we've been sort of, as I mentioned in my presentation, we've been waiting for this massive explosion of traffic to happen now for 3 years. I've got a feeling it will happen, but perhaps not in the same way as everyone expects. I think in 5 years' time, I think binary options will be a nice, stable market. I don't think it will be as large as the Forex market, and I don't think it will be anywhere as big as the gaming market. However, it is a niche. And especially now, there's a lot of space for affiliates, for traffic, for traders. It's really sort of an exciting time for the binary options market. And no one can really know where it's going to go. But, people were having this same discussion about Forex, 10 to 15 years ago. And look what happened with that. So we're hoping for the same.
Great.
Well, in my point of view, when we started the binary options, people told me that they didn't believe it would work. And when we start earning money in the brands, they were in shock. And when I look at the binary options, and I know that when Forex started, people from gambling said they think it will never work. And then it works. And I do believe it will grow, but it will grow when the big players will go in. And now we see the big players are going in. And when the big players are coming in, they teach the audience more about binary options. And when the education expands, then you have more people that searching binary options. And this is, I think the best example is French. When the casino market closed there, it just went up dramatically. And you see lots of brands today in French, and they're all profiting huge amounts of money in short amount of time. So I do believe it depends on how fast the big players will come in and spend money on advertising.
Great. Well, it's an exciting industry, and I know here we're definitely paying attention to it and where it's going. I think we have time for one more question. If an affiliate chooses a rev share as a payment model, how does he or she make money?
Revenue share works from basically is from the P&L from the trader. So it's almost like it comes from the loss, the trader's loss, basically. So it's not from the overall deposit, but it's from the overall trading volume that's traded.
Great. Okay, that makes sense. Well, we just had a bunch of great questions come in, and if we didn't answer all of them, we'll send them over to Odelia and Kate and have them answer you directly, if that's okay with you ladies.
Sure. Welcome.
Thank you both so much for being our guest speakers and for providing some great information about this growing and lucrative binary options industry. Just a quick reminder for all of you that will be attending LAC in a couple of weeks, we'll be there too. The email address you see on your screen, administrative@casinoaffiliateprograms.com, if you'd like to schedule a meeting with us. And don't forget to check your delegate bag to see if you are one of 5 possible winners with our $100 golden ticket giveaway. We're also going to be the sponsor for the official closing party at LAC on Saturday night, so RSVP on our Facebook page if you'd like to attend. And we have scheduled our next webinar for February with Tim Ash. The topic will be site design and conversion optimization. So we look forward to that one. It'll be a great one too. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in February. Take care.